I knew I might not ever come back out again, so I quickly scribbled you that letter and popped it in the school postbox. You know, the letter I was totally joking about being in love with you. Ha ha ha, so funny, lol. And stepped into the unknown. The first thing I noticed was that it didn't smell anything like the boys' toilets. The girls' loos smelt like a florist's. The second thing I noticed was Susie crouching under the sink. Then Katie, who was using her gymnastic skill to hide herself up on the pipes in the ceiling. Jamelia had obviously jumped through the window that was partly open, her purple hair bubbles just visible outside, which left Molly, who I guess was in the furthest cubicle, judging by the 2 feet I spotted trembling beneath the door. The shadow instantly made its way towards the cubicles and started flinging the doors open one by one. I thought Molly was done for, but when the shadow got to her door and pushed it open, Molly was gone. She managed to turn herself invisible just in time. Unfortunately, Mum's keys weren't invisible and were sitting on the toilet seat. So the shadow baddie snatched them up and shot straight past us back into the corridor. We chased him but soon lost him in the crowd of kids coming out for their lunch break. I need to get home, I said. Tell Miss Tinky I wasn't feeling well or something. No way, I'm coming with you, said Eric. So am I, Molly nodded. Me too, agreed Katie. Me 3, laughed Susie. Wouldn't miss it, Charlie grinned. Count me in, Jamelia said. I guess it's better than school, Ronnie sighed. Are you sure? I mean, it could be dangerous, I warned them. Danger? Then we're definitely coming. We're the danger gang, aren't we? Said Susie. Exactly, cheered Charlie. We hopped on our bikes and left lunchtime at school behind, which was so bad but so much fun. The November sky was already starting to darken at the edges, like a photo with some seriously moody filter in it. Our handlebars were as cold as Nutter Crunch, and the wind whistled like ghosts in the trees as we pedalled through our secret shortcut back to Strike Lane. It was like a scene from the kind of movie our parents don't let us watch in case we get funny ideas. But they don't realise that those movies get all their funny ideas from kids like us. The plan was as follows. Go home, stop Shadow Tech from stealing the weather ray, and get back to school before lunch break was over, or we'd all be in serious trouble. The problem was, riding our bikes was so much fun that we sort of forgot about the plan and stopped for donuts. My totally brilliant idea, of course. Then we went to the cinema, played at the arcade, went bowling, then ice skating, and back for more donuts. My awesome idea again, before we realised it was totally dark and we missed the whole of an afternoon school. By the time we got to my house, the police were there, and my suspicions were proved right. It was the weather ray the shadow had been after, and it was gone. It was in the hands of Shadow Tech now. As we crept inside, Mum was giving a statement to a police officer about the break-in, and Dad was looking sheepish in the corner. It turns out that Dad was home looking after Max when the burglary happened, but didn't hear it because he was asleep. When the police officer asked if anything valuable had been taken, if she had any idea who it could have been, Mum said, "No, just one of my useless inventions that doesn't even work. I'm quite glad to be rid of it, to be honest. It was starting to smell like old nappies." Mum called someone to change the locks, and the gang all headed home. That evening we ate dinner as if nothing had happened, as though an evil company trying to take over the world, probably, destroy the moon, maybe, and blow up every donut bakery, possibly, hadn't just stolen an invention that has the ability to control the weather. I guess Mum and Dad didn't know what we knew about the Shadow Tech being in Freaky, though. They just thought it was a random thief. As if. The Danger Gang all met in the treehouse later for an official debrief, but the day had been so freaky that we just sat in silence. It was then that my brain started itching a bit, like I'd missed something important and the smart person inside my head was screaming at me, but I wasn't listening. I wasn't sure what it was, but I couldn't help thinking it might have something to do with what Mum had said to the police earlier. Her voice kept echoing in my mind. Just one of my useless inventions. It was starting to smell like old nappies. Old nappies? I had no idea why I kept thinking about that. What I did know was that if Shadow Tech were planning to destroy donuts or take over the world with Mum's weather ray, then there was only one group of kids that could stop them. The Danger Gang. So I came up with a new idea. We were going to take back the weather ray. I'm not sure how we're going to do that yet, But whatever we do, it will be top secret. So don't tell anyone, including your nosy sister and your new boyfriend. Write back soon if you're not too busy holding hands. Frankie. P.S. I'm really happy for you because you're my best friend and I'm not in love with you. Dear Danger Danny, I'll explain your new code name in a minute. You are invited to take back the weather ray on the 18th of December at midnight. The Danger Gang will meet at Shadow Tech headquarters. From Danger Frankie. P.S. Turn over for more information. Sorry about the lame party invitation. It was all I could get my hands on. Thanks for replying so fast to my last letter. I know I don't normally write to you twice in a month, but I wanted to sneak this one in before December. First, I am so sorry to hear that your boyfriend dumped you for Gemma Goldenberg. I don't know why all the boys back in Grayville like Gemma Goldenberg anyway. I mean, she's not even funny and can't run very fast, and I've never seen her climb a tree once. Anyway, on to more important things. Shadow Tech. Thank you so much for spying on them back in Grayville. You are the best. Good job I did a little doodle of the evil baddie guy in my last letter so you knew who to look for. Miss Tinky always tells me off for drawing in class, but I knew it would pay off one day. In your face, Miss Tinky. Thanks to you, we know that the weather ray is being kept at Shadow Tech headquarters back in Grayville. Therefore, we would officially invite you to join the Danger Gang. I've checked with the others and told them that you're really cool. So as long as you help us get the weather ray back, you're in. Welcome to the gang. You can cut this membership card and cut out this membership card and must keep it on you at all times. So as you might have guessed, the Danger Gang is making a secret trip to Grayville to get Mum's invention back before Shadow Tech do something really bad with it. This is going to be the biggest top secret mission of our lives, and I have a plan. The plan. Step 1, fake a sleepover. Step 2, escape from Freaky on bikes. Step 3, meet you at Shadow Tech headquarters. Step 4, take back Mum's weather ray. Step 5, say goodbye and return to Freaky as heroes. Step 6, never tell anyone about steps 1 and 5. As you can see, I've thought all this through and nothing at all can possibly go wrong. So until Friday night, keep your head low and your eyes open. Oh, and I almost forgot. We're all using our super awesome Danger Gang code names now. It's basically your name, but with the word danger in front of it. See you soon, Danger Danny. Sounds cool, doesn't it? It was my idea. Frankie, a.k.a. Danger Frankie. December. Dear Danger Danny. Merry Christmas. Well, I'm not sure where to begin with this letter, except to say that was the freakiest night of my life. There were lasers and guard dogs, helicopters, real secret agents and you. And of course, that big, super, mega enormous twist that none of us saw coming. Okay, before I carry on, I guess I should fill you in on all the stuff that happened before we met you at Shadow Tech headquarters. Step 1, the fake sleepover. It was the night of a school Christmas concert and we'd arranged a sleepover at Charlie's house. We chose his house because we already knew from his birthday party that his parents can sleep through anything. I mean, if they could catch some Z's while a giant hamster nearly ate their child, then I had no doubt that we'd be able to sneak out the house unnoticed. We all pretended to be really sleepy, so Mr. and Mrs. Campbell would send us to bed early. This meant we had to use our best acting skills. Oh, is that the time already? Think I'll be turning in soon. Best be catching my 40 winks. They totally fell for it and let us go to bed at 8 p.m. And because we were camping in the living room again, it meant that they had to go to bed too within 10 minutes. We could hear Mr. Campbell snoring. So we sneaked out and step 1 of the plan was complete. Step 2, escape from Freaky on bikes. We picked up our bikes, which we stashed in the massive town Christmas tree in Freaky Square. I had pre-packed a backpack full of essential supplies. Mince pies, triple fudge donuts, chocolate coins, a slice of last night's Freaky pizza with extra cheese, a flask of hot chocolate, spare socks, a spork, a Santa hat, a torch, Zach Danger's Super Spy Guide to Secret Missions, the best book ever, and a toilet roll, just in case. My backpack was much heavier than I remembered when I lifted it from the tree. I guess it was because Dad had splashed out on a double quilted loo roll, even though it feels exactly the same on your bum. I threw it on my back anyway, and we pedalled like we'd never pedalled before. After what I felt like hours of hardcore pedalling through the crunchy snow-covered streets under the yellowy glow of street lamps, we decided to stop for a snack. Everyone gathered round my backpack as I unzipped it, and nearly had a heart attack. I had no idea how or when that little chocolate thief Max got in there, but it was too late to take him back home now, or we'd fail in our mission. Max wasn't the only backpack stowaway either. I caught Charlie secretly feeding carrot sticks to Mr. Fluffles, who was currently in normal hamster form inside his exercise ball. "What's that rat doing here?" Ronnie barked. "He's a hamster, not a rat, and I wasn't going to leave him at home. He's my sidekick," Charlie said, looking lovingly at Mr. Fluffles. As cool as sidekicks are, we now had 2 extra living things to worry about on this mission. Our only choice was to make them honorary members of the Danger Gang and push on with slightly fewer snacks, thanks to Max. That sucked, but at least it meant that step 2 was complete.